James Harden, there it is, has signed a 2-year, $68.6 million contract, including a player option for the 2023-24 season with the Philadelphia 76ers. By not exercising his $47.4 million player option, he's given the Sixers greater roster flexibility, and Philly has now added, partly as a result, P.J. Tucker, DeAnthony Melton, and Danuel House. Those are nice players. Those are nice pickups. Tucker and House were acquired via free agency while the Sixers traded for Melton on draft night. Melton had a career high in minutes, points, three-pointers, and rebounds last season. Let's not forget who's doing the GMing here. It would be Daryl Morey. He ain't picking up inefficient players. Now, look, I understand James Harden's framing this, Tim, as he signed a below market, or there was some kind of altruism here, or at least team effort here.
Yeah.
When in fact he gets an extra $20 million guaranteed if he exercises that option for next year for a guy whose market may not be much better than that if he doesn't start to play better. It seems like it was a muscular move. It helps him and it helps the team. Harden's framing it like it just helps the team. What do you make of this?
I would say it's somewhere in between your camp and his, right? He definitely took a haircut this year because he could have just taken the $47 million player option, took that money, and even if he plays the same way he did last year, he's still going to get a $25-30 million contract next year. So
he did a little Tom Brady thing, kind of.
Yes,
yeah, right.
And I think that is the key thing. When you go back to Game 6, when they lost to Miami, James Harden sat there on the podium and said, I'm going to do whatever it takes for this to help this team win a championship.
How about hitting big shots?
Well, listen, that's part of it, but the first part is taking less money. This is not anything he's ever done in the past. By taking less money, it allowed the Sixers to go get P.J. Tucker, to go get Danuel House. They're able to trade for DeAnthony Melton, as you said. This team is significantly better than they were last season. Now, if James Harden is not the player he was the first 2 months in Brooklyn before he hurt his hamstring next season, it's not going to matter because it won't be good enough. If he doesn't hit shots in the playoffs, like you said, it's not going to matter because it won't be good enough. But this is a big first step because it gives them a legitimate chance to get out of the East if he plays well.
These are the kind of pickups that make championship teams, actually. Yep. They picked up really useful role players, if you already have a guy like James Harden as most of what he used to be, Joel Embiid, a young rising star like Tyrese Maxey, who, by the way, people don't talk about enough given how well he's playing, how he's ascending at his age. Thibault, if he ever learns to shoot, would be a tremendous... Do you think that this means Harden and Embiid ultimately win the championship together in Philly, if not this year, in the near future?
I think it gives them a better chance of doing so, but it all comes back to what you said before. How is James Harden going to play in the playoffs? And most importantly, what is he going to look like when the season starts next year? Can he be the guy that was in Brooklyn the first 2 months he was there, arguably the best player on the planet? If he can get back to that guy, yes. If he can't, the rest of it doesn't matter.
Doc Rivers, a plus or a minus or neutral here?
I think a neutral. I mean, you've seen repeatedly Doc Rivers has gotten more out of his teams during the regular season than he should. He's had some foibles in the playoffs, obviously, with the 3-1 leads that have gone away. But ultimately, this to me is all about James Harden. If James Harden is back to that guy, the Sixers have a chance. If he's not, they don't.
Don't look for calls under pressure, James. Just hit the shot. Hit the shot, and then
that would
you
help.
Need the call. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.